Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be talking about some Borderlands 2. We're going to talk about the news that we got so far on it. Is just announced. The setting's pretty much going to be 5 years from the first game. The Guardian Angel's going to be back. The 4 original characters are going to be back. They're not going to be playable though. They're just going to be NPCs. They're going to go back into their stories. So I'm assuming there's going to be quests about it. Who knows? Same thing with the new characters that they're going to introduce. Same thing with them. So story seems to be a huge, I guess, focus in this next installment of the series. And also, to back up the stories, they have better missions now, or more in-depth missions, where it's not like, go here, just kill 10 things, or whatever, then come back, collect 5 things. It's none of that crap anymore. They actually have things where, like, if you fail something, like if you fail to save a certain NPC, whatever, your mission will actually change depending on whether you save them or not. Say your objective is to go start something up or whatever, and then something happens to that, so now you can't do it, so now your mission just changes completely. They're going to do a lot of stuff like that with you, and it's all going to be the same mission. So that's kind of cool. I'm digging that. The enemies, they're going to be smarter now, apparently. They have better AI. They said they're going to talk to each other. They're going to run for cover. Good for them. They really were just, gigantic targets for me to shoot at, and I might miss that. I don't know. We'll see. They also added in support enemy classes too, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, one of them, he'll be healing other characters and stuff like that, and like when no one else is present, I'll have a shield up or some crap like that. So that should be fun. Let's talk about the guns now. The guns are pretty much, it's the same, like Jacobs, Torque, so it's the same brands and all that. From what I understand, they're going to make it more visually distinctive on what's what. Like, I guess certain color schemes are going to go with certain things or whatever. That's pretty cool. And also, they're going to say they're going to have like decals and crap like that for your guns. I don't know how that's going to play out. That's going to be awesome though. I'm all about the freaking customizing of stuff in this game. I really hope they have a character somewhat, not a generator, like a creator, that you can edit his appearance and crap like that, but I want, like, I don't know, something that makes my character more individual from the next person, besides colors or whatever. Artifacts, they're making a change to artifacts. From what I understand, it's the same principle where, like, it could be the elements or whatever like they used to be, but also they're gonna have different effects on it now. Like, one of them is the 3 that they mentioned, where actually you can have more afterburner for your vehicle. Sometimes you can have a healing aura, or you could have a chance for when you shoot to not consume a bullet with your guns. I think the last one's pretty sweet. They all sound pretty good actually, but the afterburner one sounds more like a situational thing. I mean, annoying, because then you have to keep pausing or whatever if you actually want to use it. Switch it out, because it's actually gonna be useless, when you're fighting people and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. They actually have a confirmed class right now called a Gunzerker. I see what they did there. It's pretty cute. His name's going to be Salvador. He dual wields anything pretty much, even rocket launches and stuff like that. That's going to be a lot of fun for me. My guy was Brick, and I actually had fun just igniting the entire field with that, so I can't even imagine now with 2 of them. It's going to be really cool. They said that there's going to be the same deal with the talents and stuff like that. There's going to be 3 trees for each class. Of course, they're not telling us what they are yet. If I had to make a prediction about Salvador's, I would assume it would be melee, some kind of defensive one, and then the dual-wield one. And if it is that, I'm kind of glad they strayed away from the rocket specifics of Brick, because it makes them much more versatile, than just rocket launches. I hated that, especially those little dudes in General Rocks. You could not hit them with rocket launches. You had to use something else, Another new thing that they said that they were adding is something called Iridium. They said it's going to be some kind of new currency, and it's going to be used to pretty much upgrade guns from their original stats. That's really cool. This game is all about guns, and they're giving you decals to put on the guns to make them visually customizable, and now they're going to be stat customizable too. I think that was definitely a very nice touch right there. I'd also wish they'd have a personal place inside of the game that was just for the player. Like you could put, display your guns on the wall if you wanted to. Have like, say like you killed a certain boss, you have like, their head or something. I don't know. There's something that other players can come in and see what you did or whatever. I think that kind of stuff's cool. Fallout had it. Trying to think of what else. Fable, that's another one. Final Fantasy 11, but I don't know. Anyway, I think it'd be a cool addition to the game. Alright, that's about all the stuff that interested me when I read through the stuff. I'll put a link in the section below the video is, and that'll go to the news that I was reading when I made this video, and you can read it for yourself. So, alright guys, thank you for your time. See you guys later.